These are thick and irregular because of invasion into the adjacent tissues. Other thing that you can see on ultrasound in malignant lesion is the direct invasion of the adjacent tissues, which is usually uncommon, but if you see it, it is highly suggestive of malignancy. Involvement of the neck muscles, particularly the stap muscles and the recurrent laryngeal nerve, is frequent. Thyroid gland fixation at times can be demonstrated ultrasonographically by the lack of gland motions with swallowing. So you put the probe on the gland, you are seeing a mass, you ask the patient to swallow, and if you see that the thyroid gland is not moving with swallowing, it would suggest a fixed thyroid gland, which may be because of local infiltration by the malignant mass. Invasion of the trachea, esophagus or mediastinum is uncommon and probably can better be imaged with the CT scan rather than the ultrasound. Adenopathy in the neck ipsilateral to the thyroid lesion, especially in the lower internal jugular node chain, raises the suspicion of thyroid malignancy. So if you see a mass in the thyroid gland and on the same side you see enlarged internal jugular lymph nodes, the possibility of the malignant mass is higher. Color and spectral Doppler may assist in differentiating benign from malignant lesions. Benign adenomas usually have low peak systolic velocity and prominent diastolic flow, while the malignant carcinomas usually show high peak systolic velocity with relatively higher diastolic flow than it is seen with the benign masses. As I have said in the beginning, the malignant masses in general will show type 3 vascularity on color Doppler, but as a general rule, in all the cases when you see a mass inside the thyroid, and FNA is indicated to achieve the pathological diagnosis. An example of a malignant mass, if you look at the mass only, it has thick capsule which is irregularly thick. Here it is thinner as compared to here, and you go on the ipsilateral side of the neck and you see multiple enlarged cervical lymph nodes. Another example, you are seeing a thyroid nodule and type 3 vascularity on color Doppler. A thyroid mass which is highly vascular on the color Doppler, and you go for the vascular analysis, and this is, believe me, the typical spectrum analysis of malignant masses that you can see anywhere in the body. If you see this much diastolic flow in a mass, it has to be a malignant mass. Look at this flow. And if you had the opportunity to hear the sounds, it was like you are scanning the internal carotid artery. So much diastolic flow in a mass which is vascular on color Doppler is highly suggestive of malignant nature of that mass. Another example, you see a large, well-defined, well-encapsulated adenoma type mass, but when you go to the neck, you see multiple enlarged lymph nodes. And that is the thing that I said in the beginning, that whenever you see a mass on ultrasound, don't jump for the pathological diagnosis. Better to describe the mass and go for the FNA to achieve the pathological diagnosis for that mass. Finally, the thyroiditis, which is an inflammatory disease of the thyroid gland. It has various types, but you can't differentiate it on the basis of ultrasound. It may be bacterial, Riedl's, Quervain's or Hashimoto's thyroiditis. You can have postpartum thyroiditis as well. The disease has usually acute onset due to edema of the gland, and high levels of T3 and T4 levels result from the destruction of the gland and release of the stored hormones. Thyroiditis is the inflammation, and every inflammation on ultrasound has the same appearance. Organ becomes enlarged because of swelling. It is more hypoechoic because of edema, and it is more vascular because of inflammation. So the three criteria, the same three criteria you are going to see in a patient with diffuse thyroiditis, that is, the gland will be enlarged, it will be more hypoechoic, and it will have increased vascularity. An example, you saw the images of the normal, and this is an enlarged thyroid gland. It is relatively more vascular. We said that in normal gland you have very less blood flow, and that too especially at the poles. But look at this. It is a thyroid gland on fire. A thyroid gland, and again the video clip is not running, which is enlarged and hypoechoic. And you go for the Doppler in the same patient in the next slide. Enlarged hypoechoic thyroid gland. I don't know, but I will show you these clips from the directory directly. We go to the video clips before I thank you. Video clip of a patient with thyroiditis. Look at the thyroid gland. It is much more black looking. It is enlarged in size. You can't fix it in the screen. And you turn on the Doppler and look at the vascular flow. Look at the blood flow in this thyroid gland. An example of thyroiditis. You see this mass, relatively iso to hypoechoic, well defined, and it is having a hypoechoic ring around it. Look at the hypoechoic area surrounding the mass. And a complex, predominantly cystic mass in the thyroid. You can look at the enhancement, and it has internal septations. So with that I thank you very much, and if you have any questions, आपका लैपटॉप questions at the end of the lecture. Either you have understood every part of it or you haven't understood anything at all. So I hope that you have understood some part of it. Thank you very much.